Welcome to this 5-minute lesson in advanced shell script programming. The topic of this lesson is the pattern operator plus sign, and this operator provides the shell programmer with the capability of specifying patterns in text that match one or more occurrences of some pattern in a list of patterns. So let's see how to use that in a shell script. In order to illustrate the use of this pattern operator, we're going to create several files in a directory that have a variety of extensions on them, and then we're going to try and match against those extensions. And so these extensions are things such as .sh or .ksh or .bash. We have KSH93, KSH88. We also have KSH9393 with multiple iterations of the 93, .ksh888888. And so now then, if we try to use the ls command to retrieve a group of files from that list of files that we just created from this list of files, we can specify .ksh star.ksh, and that would of course return all files that have a .ksh extension. But if we use this plus sign pattern operator, we can also say also give us the files that have one or more occurrences of a 93 or an 88. So the file name is going to end in .ksh plus at least one occurrence of a 93 or at least one occurrence of an 88. And we can see from the list of files that gets returned that that's exactly what happened. We did not get those files that end in KSH, but we did get those files that end in at least KSH88, but we also got, here we got KSH88, but we also got KSH888888, because this pattern operator says match one or more occurrences of the pattern, and in this case the pattern was 88, and so it matched that pattern as well. And then also for the 93, it matched KSH93 and it matched KSH9393, because that matched .ksh followed by one or more occurrences of 93 or 88. So now let's use that same pattern. We're going to use the same pattern again with a for loop, and what's going to happen here is that it's going to gather up the list of files in the current directory that match that pattern, and it's going to assign each file name to the f shell variable. And so it's going to work in exactly the same way as the ls command. It's just gathering up a list of files that match that pattern, doing the same thing here. We're just using a for loop, and when it finds a file that matches that pattern, then it echoes that file name to standard output. And we see that we get the same list of files echoed to the screen from the for loop as we did with the ls command. And so now let's look at this again using a for loop again, but this time it's going to work a little bit differently. We're going to gather up all files in the current directory and loop through every single file in the directory, assigning each one at a time to the f shell variable. And within the for loop, we're going to test the value of the f shell variable using the double square bracket test, and we're going to test to see if it matches that pattern, again using the same pattern. So we're saying, does the value of the f shell variable match star.ksh followed by one or more occurrences of 93 or 88, and if it does match, print it to standard output. And so we get the same list of files again. So the difference between this for loop and this for loop, or the ls command, is that in the ls command and this for loop, it's gathering up the list of files that match the pattern. But in this one, it is gathering up all files and then testing the value of a shell variable to see if the value of that variable matches the pattern. And that's the difference. So you can use this pattern matching operator with shell variables, environment variables, or array variables, as well as file names. That is the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If so, please hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified of any future lessons that are posted. Thank you for watching.